Hello! Have you ever sat down to draw and realized, I don't know what to draw? I'm going to share 3 of the best ideas professionals use all the time to break through their creative slumps. They work for non-pros too, I promise. The first is called free flow drawing. This is the practice of creating rhythmic shapes as fast as possible without a preconceived idea of a finished drawing. Here's an example I did using Procreate on an iPad, but you can easily do this using pencils and markers. I began drawing blobs on a toned background using the Procreate pencil. It started looking like an alien landscape, so I threw in some crazy rock formations in the background and added some smaller detail shapes for texture. Don't stop drawing to plan ahead, just keep doodling and see what happens. Using toned paper or colored paper allows me to add white pencil lines to create highlights, so my drawings don't look so flat. Notice how my lines follow the contour on the surface of each shape. I'm imagining where the light would hit these shapes if the light source was directly overhead. After drawing in the highlights, I created a new layer underneath for coloring, starting with a dark background color, airbrushing a slightly lighter color for atmosphere, then blocking in some shapes with dark colors. When the colors are blocked in, I'll add the shadow color in between the shapes. And then draw in some warmer highlight colors near the white highlights. I love adding a bright colored rim light at the end to make it pop. Isn't that cool? If you typically start your drawings with a sketch, the silhouette method is going to rock your creative block. Block in a random shape. Then use a whiteout pen to add details and highlights. It's impossible to do this wrong. If you're in the mood, spend a little time creating fun details and textures. This ended up looking like some type of satellite made of planets on a giant beanstalk. As soon as your weird shape is turned into something cool, create another shape. Be brave and take bold risks with super weird shapes that force your brain to develop new solutions. These fun challenges will help you develop greater creativity. All those lines reminded me of a crane, so I turned this shape into a weird, broken, drilling platform thingy. Totally cool and totally crazy, right? The last method I want to show you is the Mashup method. You can do this with a pencil and paper, but I use Procreate on an iPad Pro. Find 2 random reference photos and spend a moment to visualize how you would merge the 2 into a completely new concept. I found these Yeezy shoes and a creepy anglerfish for reference. I began sketching a fishy face with an underbite. But wanted to exaggerate the lower jaw to make it look more like the Yeezy shoe. After I figured out where to put the tail and fins, I reduced the opacity and used an ink pen to draw in my favorite lines and add details on a new layer. My lines follow the surface of the fish and start very thin and light, pressing down harder to get thicker lines where I want the shading. I had wrinkles and scales and stuff. And after the lines are in, I can add highlights and color on a new layer under the black line layer. The texture is really enhanced when I draw on the highlights. It's like, boom! Hello, creepy shoe fish. The next time you're stumped looking at a blank piece of paper, try one of these methods to kickstart your creativity. I love teaching and inspiring you to draw because drawing is fun, affordable, and portable. You can even make a career out of it like I did. Tell me which method you'll try and ask me questions in the comments below. If you like feeling sketchy, do me a huge favor. Subscribe and punch the bell so you can be notified when a new sketchy video posts. See you soon and stay sketchy.